You might not believe me when I tell you that there are communities built just for equestrians and having your horses and everything else right out your doorstep. Aiken is well known for equestrian communities. We have more than 22 neighborhoods that are horse friendly. Now hold your horses. If you don't have horses, but you're really just looking for some acreage, a beautiful home, and even some amenities like trails to enjoy, you'll definitely want to watch this video. Hey there, I'm Lindsey Vance with Real Broker LLC here in Aiken, and on today's episode, I want to go over the equestrian communities that we have here in Aiken. Now I mentioned there are more than 22, but today I want to highlight 3 of those communities, and at the end of the video, I'll have a bulleted list for all the options for equestrian living. Now, before we dive into it, I want you to keep a few things on top of mind. These are residential developments, and like any regular development, it's going to have an HOA, covenants, and restrictions. All of them are a little bit different. For example, they may have a minimum lot size, maybe of 4 or 5 acres or more, limited on the type of fencing you can have, and even the type of activity you plan to do in the community. At our first stop, we're here at Newbridge Polo and Country Club. Newbridge originated as a polo community. However, now it is known to welcome many disciplines in the equestrian community. You have some amazing amenities here, like a clubhouse with a full grill and bar, a pool, clay tennis court, trails, an exercise track, and even better, it is the only neighborhood that has a community barn. At the barn, there are 24 stalls available, and you can actually board there if you're a resident of Newbridge or if you're a non-resident and just live somewhere in Aiken. In addition to those amenities for you and your horses, a few extras include a jump ring and a dressage ring with GGT footing, and there are 5 polo fields throughout the community. One of my favorite things to come here and enjoy the neighborhood, even since I don't live here, is to relax and catch some Sunday polo here in Newbridge. If you're considering this neighborhood, there are home sites from 1 acre up to 4 acres and even 20 plus acres. You'll have homes in here from cottage-style bungalows to custom homes to equestrian estates and much more. Now moving on to number 2 of Aiken's premier equestrian communities is 3 Runs Plantation. 3 Runs is a master plan community with more than 2,300 acres. The lot sizes range from 4 acres and up here. There are some great amenity options here as well. You have a clubhouse on the north end with 3 schooling arenas. You have a jump arena, a dressage arena with mirrors, and a grass schooling field. Here at the main clubhouse, you also have a pool and cabana, a pavilion and grill, and so much room to just hang out with friends or meet up for a trail ride. Not only does 3 Runs Plantation offer 1, but 2 clubhouses and schooling complexes. On the south end, you'll find another clubhouse with a fitness room, as well as a jump arena, dressage arena with mirrors, and a cross-country schooling area. In addition to this, and one of the most favored things of the community, is more than 30 trails to enjoy. You can do this by foot and by horseback. It's one of the communities that I know of that has the most extensive trail system. It's definitely something to check out. Now, one thing I definitely want to mention about all 3 of these equestrian communities, and especially here in 3 Runs, is you don't have a minimum square footage for the residence you build on the property. In fact, you'll find our famous hunt box style residence in any of these 3 communities. A hunt box style means that the home is actually connected to the barn, so your horses are living right there with you. Sometimes this is all on one level, and sometimes the residence is above the barn. So keep an eye out for hunt boxes, and it'll give you a unique style for a residence and having your horses at home. Now on to our 3rd and final premier equestrian community in Aiken is Bridle Creek. Now Bridle Creek is owned by the same developer as 3 Runs. so you'll see very similar development and improvements going on throughout the neighborhood. It is similar style lots with a 5-acre minimum, as well as schooling facilities like a jump arena, dressage arena, and a clubhouse. This clubhouse has a fully equipped kitchen, a fitness room, and meeting spaces as well. The trails here in Bridle Creek are amazing. You have trails between properties as well as in between the wooded areas. There's also an exercise gallop for those long conditioned exercise rides. It's such a great place to meet up with friends and enjoy a nice trail ride. So now that we've gone over 3 of Aiken's premier equestrian communities, here is that list I mentioned earlier of 22 horse-friendly communities here in Aiken. Now I'm sure I'm missing just a few from this list, but hopefully this will help you get started. So I've been lucky enough to have horses in my family basically my whole life. I've experienced boarding my horses as well as having them at home. In fact, Aiken's equestrian lifestyle is exactly what attracted me to move here. I'd love to answer any of your questions about the equestrian lifestyle or having your horses at home. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Lindsey Vance and look forward to seeing you next time on Living in South Carolina.